Okay, so welcome back. So what we're going to look at now is how we can get the button to appear for us to restart our level and for our mouse to appear so we can click on it. So I'm going to try and keep it short and build it up slowly. So I'm going to go back to my widget here and we're going to go to game over. So we're going to add the button first and then we're going to actually look at getting the mouse in. So we have our game over here. So far we looked at text, now we're going to look at button. So I'm going to left click and drag this button into the level and I'm just going to make that just a bit bigger like that. You can make yours as big as you want, it doesn't really matter as long as you have it in there and you can click on it, that's fine. But then we're going to go down here and in fact actually I'm just going to drag a text box on here and drop it in there and just call it what it is so we know what it is. This is going to be to play again. So it's going to go play again. So now if I scroll down to the bottom here with the button selected, you'll see I have these events. Just like we did before with the on-box collision, you have all these possible events. So I have something that says when I hover my mouse over it, it can do a thing. So maybe like highlight that button to let you know you're about to click on it. But we're just going to stay simple and just go on the on-clicked. I'm going to press this button here. That's going to take me to this graph. So this actually has its own blueprint graph on it, which is really quite useful. And it's going to say on-click button, do a thing. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to go open level, and then I need to type in the name of my level. So my level, if I go back to the root content browser, I can see all the different maps here. I can see the new map and I can see Tavern. That's this map here. So I can see that it's spelled with a lowercase t and it's just T-A-V-E-R-N. I need to make sure that's how I spell it. Because it's a string, it's very sensitive to how it's spelled there. So if I go back to my screen here, just go there, Tavern, and then enter. So basically I'm going to press the button, it's going to click and go on that. Now the next problem though is I'm probably not going to be able to see my mouse. By default it's switched off. So what I need to do now is go back to my third person character and after add to viewport I'm going to left click and drag out here and type in set mouse. And it's one of those things that unfortunately you have to click context sensitive off to then be able to bring this in here, and it goes set show mouse cursor. And we're going to set that to true. And it's going to look for a target there, and it's going to be the same target that we attached this widget to. So we're just going to left click and drag and drop that in here. So basically we go ragdoll, widget comes up, attaches to player, attaches to the viewport, and then mouse cursor becomes visible and is attached to that player controller so that it knows that it's our mouse movement that's going to control this. So now, when I press play, sure, yep, I'm going to go G, and there we go. There's my mouse, and I can click play again, and it just opens up this level back where my player start is.
Didn't you attach that to ragdoll there?
I did, so I'm a bit confused as to why that didn't come out. So I'm just going to bring that up. No, I didn't. I just had it so it comes up with game over. So if I did, for everyone else, I just simply go simulate. Go to mesh, plug that into there, simulate, and make sure mesh has ragdoll set to there. It does. So now press G. It's because I did this all before to give a demo and then I just deleted the blueprints, so it's looking for things that are not there.
Yeah.
So there, cool, and go play again. Now as you notice, my mouse still controls the camera and everything else like that. So we can, just after just showing mouse cursor, can go disable input. And that will mean that the player controller no longer controls the camera.
Yep.
Just so that, you know, where our camera's not rizzing around while we're trying to yeah, so now as I move my mouse around, just sort of stays put there and everything.
Can you see the mouse on your screen?
I can. Can you not see it on ours? Okay, cool. That's going to be fun. I'm hoping OBS has recorded that. I can see it appearing on mine. But yeah, fun days. Yeah, so you're just going to have to take my word, guys. That is actually appearing there. But yeah, that's how you do that. So let's just try and get to that point there, just to open up our level again. And then we'll start looking at something a bit more complex, like setting up a main menu on a completely different level that allows us to start the game and then exit the game. Or depending on how the time is, we might skip straight ahead to just how to have a health bar in there. But that'll be a bit more complicated, so we'll see how we go.